right up there. All right, we rolling?
Yes, sir.
We're rolling. Bryson's been waiting around for 5 minutes because I just had to post a story to Instagram. Highly political, but you guys know me, so we're going to keep that off the Sentinel Instagram. But anyways, guys.
That's why he has a personal account and the Sentinel training account.
Yeah, freedom ain't free. We'll just put it that way. And let me tell you guys, freedom is amazing. I kind of want to start with that to begin. Great segue into CrossFit, and that is the sense that CrossFit was started as like this open source online platform where anyone could take the methodology, interpret it in any way they wanted. And Glassman, what he did not only did he give us the cure to the world's most vexing problem, not only did he give us a cure to chronic disease, an operating manual to the human body, a way to live, a way to move, a way to eat, a way to take care of yourself, add years to your life, to build strong community. He also gave people this massive platform to become entrepreneurs and to start their own businesses. Model. Yeah, not just the affiliate model, but all of the online businesses.
Yeah.
Well,
and even farther back to the basics, CrossFit gives you freedom in your own life.
Right.
If you're partaking in CrossFit, truly doing CrossFit, so starting with nutrition and then constantly varied functioning with high intensity, that gives you freedom in life to do things that you want to do, to get through things that you might not want to do, but you can come out on the other side greater for it.
It's self-efficacy, but the crazy thing is how much of a business opportunity Glassman gave the fitness industry, the health industry, the world, to be financially independent, to live your own life. And man, it's an incredible thing to not be owned by anybody, so to speak. It's reminiscent of the old days where he'd wear the unbuyable T-shirt, then he got bought. I'm in that phase of my life where I'm like unbuyable, and I hope I don't ever get bought. But it's an incredible thing. Just freedom in general is an incredible thing. Health freedom, fitness freedom, financial freedom, constitutional freedom, all these facets. But anyways, let's get into it. We just finished, so we've got a full day of Sentinel Compete, but we're going to be talking over, today's June 11th.
Yeah.
Me and Bryce are on a Tuesday, Wednesday, conditioning Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday training, rest Monday. So Tuesdays are essentially our Mondays. We are a week ahead on Sentinel. And what we just finished was an additional piece. I'm going to be adding on a little bit of conditioning and running here and there, because my running is pretty ass right now, I would say. And then maybe Bryson's going to add on a little Oli, some cleaning and snatching. But we're on Sentinel as written a week ahead, so that the workouts are right on the nail. But also because we like to lead from the front. So we haven't done a tested video in a while, so we're just going to do one over a full day of Sentinel and what it looks like when we do a full day and make adjustments to the workouts, so that when you guys get them, they're refined and perfect. But what we just did now, we finished our session today. We're done with training. This will come up on a Thursday conditioning piece for sure. It's every 3 minutes for 12 sets, alternating between set 1, 600-meter ski erg, set 2, 1,200-meter bike erg. We'll probably have ladies do a 500 and a 1K.
Yeah.
That was a cool interval. It's just a distance, probably you're not typically used to. And for me, it was something that I could kind of hold my 500-meter, a rough 500-meter pace. It's just a little longer, stretch you a little bit thinner. But that was a cool interval. Hard.
Yeah, I think also with just writing the Thursday conditionings every Thursday, you try to sometimes get in I'm going to do this buy-in for this max calories afterwards for this time interval. And I would say that one's a little bit more simple than some of them are. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't mean that it's worse or better.
Right.
But sometimes we can get caught up in trying to make it something that no one's ever done before.
Yeah.
Some people have probably done something similar to that before, maybe
Yeah.
not exact, but it still works and it's still good.
Yeah, that was hard. I have never done 600s on the ski erg or 1200s on the bike erg or alternating like that, so it was good. But I do know for me, the bike ski combo gets really heart ratey. Like I would say on rowers, for me, it's like muscle. It's a lot of muscle and a lot of like lungs. When I go back and forth between ski and bike specifically, that combination like punts my heart rate for whatever reason. If it's just bike erg, it's really muscular for me.
That's why I like the Thursdays going back and forth. Usually, I feel like it's what we do, just because it keeps it more heart rate than muscle.
Muscle, right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into this first piece. So this would be June 17th's Sentinel Compete training. This is the 4th week of back squat progression, a volume kind of hypertrophy back squat progression. So this 4th week, it's a 5x12 at increasing RPEs. I think it's like an 8, 8, 8.5, 8.5, 9, or 8, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bryson basically went 135 the whole time. Am I even hitting depth, bro?
Let's see.
Is that depth?
That's sketchy.
Oh, shut the front door. It's my right hip. There's no question.
That one was a no rep.
No, it wasn't. You just saw my right hip, and that's a horrible angle. Those are
I mean, part of it's probably the 20mm lens.
And the angle, without a doubt. Anyways.
Mine are unquestionable.
No, I don't think those are reps, bro. So,
if you look closely, you can see a little ring on the ground.
a little butt wink.
Yeah, it's a little moist.
No, I see butt
moist,
wink.
No, a little moist circle on the ground. That's where my butthole's touching. Because I'm going so low.
So I went 205, 25, 45, 65, 65. This is my first time like squatting a ton since semifinals at like even like a heavy moderate weight. I was pretty happy with how it felt. I'm wearing knee wraps, and I'll continue to wear knee wraps for all of my strength squatting, just because it feels safer and more secure for me with my knee surgery, and it's pain-free. And if that allows me to, not accrue any sort of like inflammation or wear from the volume and gain strength-wise from it, for me, it's worth it.
Do you think that, I'm not saying it does or doesn't, but just as a question, like, do you think that prolongs that being the only way that you can feel safe?
No, like I get when people are like, oh, if you depend on it, you're going to depend on it. But when you have 5 knee surgeries, there's a lifetime on probably on my joint. Maybe I'm full of shit, but I feel like there is a finite amount of reps that I can just slam into the bottom, and I don't want to waste them on stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I want to use them during intensity. So for that, I like the knee wraps. I could have done that with knee sleeves. Maybe, what I do want to do is more like air squatting with no sleeves and stuff. But anyways, that was a good back squat strength session. My legs were smoked. Then we went into this interval that was written and pasted into Fitter as 2 minutes of work, 2 minutes of rest for 6 sets. When I wrote it, I intended 5 because I intended 4-minute rounds, 5 sets, 20 minutes. So I'm starting this workout. I'm like 5 sets. I finished the 5th set, punt myself into the stands. I'm laying on the ground, and Bryce was like, "There's 6 sets."
Well, before you did it, you said it was 5 sets, and then I just checked right before we went. So I think the 6 was probably a typo.
Right. Nah, I just think I was not paying attention when I wrote it because it was 6 sets, and the leaderboard was also 6 sets. So I definitely wrote 6, but it wasn't purposeful. So this workout is 2 on, 2 off, 5 sets. 20 cal row buy-in for guys, 15 cal row buy-in for ladies, then 10 kettlebell hang clean and jerks, and in the remainder of the 2-minute window, max kettlebell front squats. Stimulus here for sure is about a minute, 50 seconds to a minute max on the rower. Like, you should be rowing hard. You get 2 minutes of rest. So if you're a guy and it takes you a minute to row, you're rowing too slow. Then the kettlebell hang clean and jerks, it should be a rep count you can do unbroken, and hang on to the kettlebells and squat for the remainder of that 2-minute window. There'll be some guys that squat a whole lot faster than me, cadence-wise, tempo-wise, but you should need to put the kettlebells down. And me and Bryson talked about this afterward.
My workout was 20 cal row, max rep, kettlebell hang clean jerk. I didn't get a single squat, so.
But you would call that movement pattern historically like a weakness for you.
Yeah.
So it should have been either 7 reps from the start on the kettlebells, or
I think it just should have been 44s.
40s or 44s. Probably 40s.
Yeah, even if I started with 7, I wouldn't have been able. Like I got 9 on the first one, and then I changed to 7, and I still didn't get any squats.
Yeah.
So even 7 with the 53s would have been too much.
You also look now when you watch Bryson get off the rower and do his hang clean and jerks. If you watch his hang position when he comes down, you allow the bells to just pull your chest so deep into the hang rather than sitting back into your hips.
Yeah, I don't know if part of that was just because like my legs were really tired from the squats, but I failed a couple that way
On the way
because
down.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
keep them
look
any
at how
higher.
flat your back goes parallel to the ground. It's like you want to almost squat into your knees more and just sit back with a more upright torso. That'll help those going forward. So maybe
Yeah.
try it at a lighter weight, but definitely need
I think
to work
last
that.
time we did them, I tried that, and like I could feel what like you're talking about right now, but I don't know if it was just like the squats plus the rowing before it. I was like there was a couple reps where I failed because I was intending to go to the next one, and they just kept pulling me, and then they were on the floor.
Yeah. That was a nasty interval. Very leggy. For me, squats blow my heart rate up still. Like still, I'm not in great squat shape. So when I squat a lot, it just like smacks me in the face. So this is a good workout to do. I'm really good with the kettlebells, hang clean and jerk wise. You know, decent rowing. I would say this for me was like all about the squatting, which was good. I need to get better at that.
Yeah.
And I specifically need more workouts where it is like the focus is squatting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this was probably more because of the squats before, but my rowing was really bad in this workout too. And then also because of how hard the kettlebells were, I was like probably mentally like rowing slower anyway, because I was like, wow, I couldn't even hold on for like 5 in a row on that last one. Like I need to like get there a little less tired. But the kettlebells were just destroying me. And you can see you're definitely hitting depth here, so.
Yeah. Oh, this is the last one. 17 squats.
Oh, yeah, you can see
Murked me.
tell Taylor that it's 6 sets.
Yeah, watch, I'm going to lay on the ground. Laying on the ground, I'm done. Bryson goes, hey, it's 6 sets, bro. I'm like, what? I'm like, fuck that. Bah, changed. Workout 2 this day, I had written as a 20-minute AMRAP. 7 muscle-ups for guys, 5 for ladies, 200-meter run. Bryson gave me some pushback, was like, I like it better if it starts on the run. So I was like, why? I don't like that. I just don't like the way it looks. 27, 200 looks a lot better than 20, 200, 7. But to his point, all sets of the muscle-ups needed to be under fatigue, so I'm okay with that. Changed it. We started the workout, 20-minute AMRAP, 200-meter run, 7 muscle-ups. Halfway through, I was like, damn, for people good at running and good at muscle-ups, this is a ton of muscle-ups. So we talked a bit after the workout. We're like, all right, we could either do 14 minutes, 200-meter run, 7 muscle-ups, or 21 minutes, 300-meter run, 7 muscle-ups. There weren't any other long, continuous time to main style workouts in the week, so I wanted to keep this longer. So we opted for the 21-minute, 300-meter run, 7 muscle-up option. Just adds probably another 25, 30 seconds to each run, potentially, so that you're not just freaking doing muscle-ups the whole workout.
Yeah, I feel like with the 200-meter run, it's so quick that it's like almost a 20-minute AMRAP of unbroken sets of 7
Right.
or
How
something.
can you do, sets
Yeah.
of 7? Am I pushing away too much?
No, not there. That was good.
I ride the line, brother, let me tell you. And what's odd about our rings is they get closer and closer as I do muscle-ups. Like, I had them set to, like, the standard semifinal width, which is a bit
That's
wider.
because you dump off them like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't. What I really hate is I hate coming down from a muscle-up, hanging for a second, and dropping. Uh-oh. This is an accessory. So, anyways, we changed that workout. I think it's much better at 21 minutes, 300-meter run, 7 muscle-ups for guys, 5 for ladies. More running. This is an accessory of 1 strict muscle-up plus 1 dip, 1 strict muscle-up plus 2 dips, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 4, 1 plus 5, then start over. Originally written as 12 minutes for quality, just continuous, and then we made another adjustment. And we're like, let's set it at 2 rounds for quality or 12 minutes, whichever comes first. So if you're working through the second round and the 12-minute time hits, you're capped. But also if you finish 2 rounds in like 9 minutes, I think like I did, just done. You don't need more than 2 rounds here.
You finished 2 rounds in like 11 minutes.
No, I literally finished 2 rounds in 9 minutes, bro. And you're like, "Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go all 12 minutes?" Because I took my wraps off.
And then you had to. Do
I did another. No, I did 1 + 1.
He's
How much you want to bet?
He's capping.
How much you want to bet?
JR needs
How
to get us
much
some
money
hats,
do you
bro.
want to bet? Do you want to go back and watch that?
No.
I'll bet you $5,000.
No.
I'll bet you $1,000.
Yeah, I know you're right, but I don't care.
So that's a full day. That's 4 pieces. That was manageable for me to get through, even being on Whole Foods and it being like a struggle to get a ton of carbs in. Like that session's a lot easier if I just drink Carbolin. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think this is, kind of, do you want to talk a little bit about nutrition stuff?
You took a little bit about it.
I was just going to say, one thing that we were just talking about earlier is from CrossFit, they say adding a ton of carbs can supplement you and have performance benefits in the short term, but in long term, there's obviously bad health side effects to that.
Potential bad health side effects.
Yeah. Whereas you can up your fat and have this not maybe as great in the moment like performance benefits, but over time
health benefits are just
long-term health benefits, and over time just like sustained energy levels across higher sessions like that. But more stuff on that to come.
Yeah, we're gonna do a video. Not sure if it'll be our next video, but soon. Lizzie's already taken it and is like halfway through her precision nutrition certification. She's also getting her board certification to be a national board certified health and wellness coach. But while she's going through all that, and while we're building out a nutrition program for Sentinel, me and Bryson have just taken the CrossFit Nutrition 1 course, the online course. I also took the Healthy Steps Nutrition Level 1 like years ago when I got my CrossFit Level 1 and was coaching at my first affiliate. So a lot of stuff that I've already, worked a bit through there. I've done zone before. I've done macros before. I've done intermittent fasting. I've done pretty low carb. I've done like Whole30. I've done a lot of those different things and tried them out. I've also done like a pretty, like that more, at least in recent, trends, common performance diet where like training for 2022, 2021, Wadapalooza semifinals, I was eating like 800 grams of carbs.
Yeah, I've done over 700
Yeah.
before, and I felt great for probably like a month and a half.
Couple months
and then
period.
it just crazy burnout.
Yeah, for sure. I've done that. So what I want to play with now is like, we're on Whole Foods. Me, Bryce, and Lizzie have been, me and Lizzie have been on it since last Wednesday. We're doing like 2 months complete like whole food with the intent to keep that more like long-term sustainable. But we're weighing and measuring for 2 months and going all unprocessed. And what I might play with is around qualifiers or in like around training, continue with whole minimally processed foods, and then around qualifiers supplement with like Carbolin and stuff like that as like a performance benefit, and see how that there's some research for like carb cycling in competition phases. But anyways, we're gonna do a video about what we learned in the CrossFit Nutrition Level 1 course, where we talk about nutrition, the base of the pyramid, how important it is, not just for performance but for health and fitness, and how you really 99.99999% of people can't out-train a bad diet, and how nutrition really is what fuels your fitness journey. So we'll have that conversation. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Follow Bryson on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Follow our Train Sentinel account. We're going to be putting out as much educational content as we can. We're coaches first. We love to coach. We freaking love CrossFit. So we just want to share our CrossFit journey with you guys. See you guys next video.